Hi guys. Hi, welcome to my channel or welcome back. If you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Brielle. I make all sorts of post-grad lifestyle content, self-improvement content, productive things like this video. If you're interested in any of that, definitely make sure you subscribe. Today's video is super exciting because we are going to be diving into content creation. I want to share with you guys my process for brainstorming, planning, and optimizing my YouTube videos. I'm going to show you guys what I have set up in Notion that helps me to plan and track every single video that I create for the YouTube platform. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about kind of my tips for brainstorming content ideas, how I come up with my content, as well as how I optimize my videos so that they can rank and search. Especially as a small creator, optimization is so important. So I really want to talk about that in this video as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm so fucking excited for this video. Also, this probiotic soda, I decided to try having this for this video instead of like a coffee. I'm gonna give it a strong like 5 out of 10. It's fine. It kind of tastes like White Claw, which I don't love. All right, let's get into the video. So I recently really upgraded my Notion and I do want to make a full Notion tour at some point, but for now, we're just gonna focus on my content planning Notion page. So this is the Notion page that I have for all my content planning. I'm gonna break it down section by section and kind of tell you what's what. You can see right at the top, I have this cute little GIF of somebody typing on their computer. I just thought it was cute. Making all my Notion pages aesthetic is very, very important to my productivity. Okay, so the first section that we see on my content planning page is this upcoming videos section. This is called the board layout in Notion, and what I really like about it is that it's super clear. You can add these little categories. So for example, for every video, I have the date that it would go live, as well as what playlist it would be in. And that's all super visible straight from this home page. Not to mention something else that's really nice about the board layout is if you just click on one of these like cards, you can then go into the outline for the video super easily and it pops off right to the right. So I just think this layout is like ideal and amazing for planning content. And I also like how easy it makes it to see like a breakdown of my month. So I have this sorted by month, so each column is a different month. This makes it really easy for me to just kind of get a general look at what's coming up for the month, how many videos I have planned, what days I'm uploading, whether or not they are well spread out amongst my different playlists. We'll talk about this a little bit more when I get into my like content brainstorming tips, but having the playlist just so visible on the cards like this is extremely helpful because something I always want to be sure of is that I am diversifying my content. So I always want these playlists to be updated. I want to be posting a variety of videos so that if somebody subscribes to me for personal development content, I don't go 6 months without posting a video to that category or playlist. Versus if someone subscribes to me for vlogs, you know, I want to be posting one of those videos like every month. I'm not like super strict with how many videos of each playlist I'm posting per month, but it is just nice to kind of get an overview and make sure that there's a mix going on so that my different viewers are getting something that they like. So that's a general overview on my upcoming videos like board layout. I just recently started planning more of my content in advance and I really like it because it prevents me from getting to a filming day and being like, I have no idea what I'm filming. Like, let me just go to my list of ideas and pick one out. It feels a lot more intentional if I actually plan it out in advance and kind of know what my channel is going to look like. Something else that's really important is that this is so editable. So at any time I can change this, I can switch the dates and everything just automatically updates. I can move things around super easily. So like say I wanted to post this fall outfits haul in October, I could easily slide it over, change the date, and it would be set to go. Obviously I'm not going to do that because I already posted this video. It's just super easy. Things can be moved to different columns with ease. And like I said, you can easily go in here and edit this. So this is the categories. So this would be where I select the month and where I select which playlist it goes into. So it could be personal development, vlogs and days in my life, chats and advice, or no playlist. Quite a few videos actually have been falling into the no playlist category, which kind of is making me rethink whether I need to add extra playlists because ideally most of my videos would fit into one of my categories. This definitely changes a lot. Even just in the month of September, I've had to shuffle things around several times, but it's super easy and I allow myself to be flexible with this. This is really just a guideline and a general original idea to get me started. And then as I go through the month, if suddenly I can't film a certain video for whatever reason, I can just replace it with something from next month. So I'm just like constantly moving things around and adapting. So that's the board overview of how I kind of organize my upcoming videos. Then we get down here and I have 2 toggle lists. Toggles have become my new favorite thing for when there's information that I don't need to be seeing all the time, but that I will need to access. So I have 2 little categories here. One is my ideas list. So these are running ideas that I haven't planned for a specific date. This is kind of where I keep all my brain dumps. So if I randomly come up with a video title or topic that I write down in my notes at some random time, I'll dump it into this ideas toggle. And this is just great for me to go into whenever I am looking for a new video idea to schedule. So I'm a huge fan of that. And then on the other side, I have a reoccurring videos list. So these are videos that are kind of staples for me, things that I post every month or every few months that I can make over and over. They're kind of like series on my channel. And this is something that I would really recommend for you if you are struggling to come up with content ideas. Coming up with series is your best friend because it's something that you can always circle back to, and it makes it a lot easier to come up with ideas when you have a general topic or theme of a certain type of video that you do. So for example, my reoccurring videos at the moment are monthly resets. This is something that I'm going to do every month, and it's really nice because it's a very consistent video that I can film that will take up one of my video slots for the month without me having to think much about it. So I love having that. Another reoccurring video is my Girl Talk series. This is something that I post like every 1 to 2 months usually, and it's a reoccurring series. That's something else that I regularly incorporate into my content. And then another recurring series that I'm starting to post more again is my like apartment transformation / apartment type of videos. And I'm actually realizing that I really need to add in here work from home vlogs. This is something that I've posted like 3 of so far, I believe, and it's a very good go-to when I don't want to film just like a sit down topic video and I just feel like vlogging. A work from home vlog is super searchable. They do really well. They pull in a new audience and they're like easy and fun to make. So that's another reoccurring video that I have on my like roster. And then down here, I just have a calendar. So this is synced up with the board view database that we saw at the beginning at the top of this page. So when I enter in a date for all of these videos, that's immediately going to show up in my calendar view. This is just nice to have if I ever want to look at the month at a glance and kind of which days I'm uploading, how many videos are going up. I don't know why it was on October, switch that. This is very helpful to just get like a look at my months, see if I'm uploading as much as I want to, see what videos went live. Just very convenient to have at the bottom of the page. So that is a quick overview of my Notion. Now I want to get into some more specifics about kind of how I come up with my content ideas, tips that I have if you are struggling to come up with content ideas, because even though right now I feel like I'm in a pretty good place with being able to come up with YouTube video ideas, there was definitely a time at the beginning of my channel where I felt like I had nothing to say, I didn't know what to talk about, I didn't know what to create, nothing felt adequate enough about my life to make it into a video. And I mean, I just feel like I've made so much progress from then. So I want to give you guys some of my best tips for brainstorming content ideas. Okay, so my biggest word of advice if you're struggling to come up with content ideas is that you need to start with your categories. What do I mean by this? Your best source of ideas is the categories that you fall into. So I think the best way for me to explain this is through examples. Students. If you're a student, you are sitting on a literal pot of gold. There are so many people that love college day in the life, get ready with me for college, week in my life as a college student, morning routine as a college student. You are sitting on a plethora of videos that you can make just from the fact that you are currently classified as a college student. And the same thing goes for people who are working 9 to 5. People build entire channels on 9 to 5 work week vlogs, work from home vlogs, tips for working a 9 to 5 while pursuing a side hustle. Like all of these things are potential content ideas just from the fact that you work a 9 to 5 job. And you can get way more specific than just student or corporate job worker. You can be in the doctor niche, you know, day in my life as a doctor, day in my life as a finance analyst, what I eat in a day as someone trying to gain muscle. Then you're falling into the category of people trying to gain muscle. I hope you kind of see what I'm getting at here. My point is to like take a look at your life and see what potential categories or groups you fall into that could be sources of inspiration for content for you, as well as help you get discovered, because a lot of these more category focused things are extremely searchable. For example, when I realized that the term/keyword work from home vlog would rank really well in search, I realized that that was something that I could be creating because I fall into the category of people who are working from home. So in addition to helping you come up with more ideas, because you can look at other channels that fall into those categories, see what they're making, and also you can just think like, okay, if I'm gonna make work content, which directions can I go from that? And it's a lot easier than just trying to make video ideas out of the void because you have sort of categories and things to go off of. So for example, the categories that I try to take advantage of personally are post-grad, so being like fresh out of college, young adult, figuring out the whole adulting thing, work from home, like I said, working a 9 to 5 while balancing side hustles. That's like a category and a niche, I guess, that I try to tap into. And also living in LA, because that's like a super covetable thing. A lot of people do want to live here. It's a big city, like there's lots of LA related keywords that do really well. Oh, and I guess another one is also like living in a small studio apartment community. So I hope you see what I'm saying, but this is a great place to go when you're struggling for content ideas, and it's also helpful for when you are creating your playlists. Playlists are another thing that are your best friend because once you have established a few categories of videos, a few playlists that you want to consistently create content for, the ideas start to flow a lot easier. Let's say, for example, that you decide you want to have a playlist for finance related videos, a playlist for vlogs, and a playlist for productivity. Let's say that those are the three categories that you're really interested in. Maybe you've noticed that these are things that you are already starting to make videos about. You are able to distill them into these playlist categories. Now, when you go to brainstorm your content, you can say, okay, what's a video I can make for this category? And it's a lot easier because you already have something to go off of. You can play off of videos you've already made or videos you've seen from other creators who make that type of content. And it becomes a lot easier for you to brainstorm when you have in mind these different topics that you talk about on your channel. It's definitely tricky at first, but once you get into creating more and more videos, I feel like it starts to flow. You start to realize what videos you really like creating. You start to get more inspiration from other creators that you enjoy. That is a great source of content ideas. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Look at what videos you like from other creators. Look at what videos are doing really well and better than the average for some of your favorite creators. So like I really started noticing that monthly resets were performing really well for some of my favorite creators. And then when I looked it up in my keyword research app, I was like, wow, like monthly resets are extremely popular. Lots of people are searching for them. And they were doing very well even for smaller channels, which is a huge green flag because it means that the video has a good chance of being recommended or ranking in search, even if you are smaller channels. Once I realized that that was potentially a good category of videos to make, I went with it. I ran with it. I didn't focus too much on like, oh, this is something other people are doing. Like, no, I was like, I'm gonna capitalize on this trend too. And now it's going to be a consistent part of my content. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Look to your favorite creators for inspiration. And something else that helps me when I'm like uncertain about a particular video idea is I'll ask myself, would insert creator make something like this? Would they title it like this? Would I click on it if one of my favorite creators made this video? And kind of going through that process in my brain helps me to vet whether the idea is something that's aligned with the type of channel that I want to be or something that doesn't have that clickability or that interest. Hopefully some of those little brainstorming tips were helpful. Before we get into the optimizing section of this video, I thought it might be valuable just to break down my videos from September, kind of go through the thought process of how I came up with the video, why I decided to post it now, and just kind of give you like a real example of what a month looks like that I have planned out. So September 1st, obviously posted my September monthly reset. I kind of already explained my thought process behind that. Now this was a no playlist video, and that set off a little flag in my head of, hey, do I want to make a playlist that this video would fit into? Maybe this is something that in the future I'll want to be able to put in a playlist. It's just kind of something that I'm keeping in the back of my mind. Like eventually maybe I'll want to make a monthly reset playlist or a productivity playlist that this video could fall into. Because like I said, ideally I would like most of my videos to fall into my playlist. Why do we like our favorite influencers? Aspirational versus relatable. This was a chats and advice video. This is something that was based off of a comment I got, a suggestion I got. Asking your audience for suggestions, even if it's a small audience, can be super useful and it could spark an idea in you. The suggestion that I got from a viewer wasn't even exactly this concept, but it made me think of it. So that was really valuable, and it gave me a video to add to my chats and advice playlist. Fall outfits haul, I posted this a couple weeks ago. Another huge piece of advice, honestly, for brainstorming content ideas: milk the things that happen in your life. I don't mean like gossip about everything that happens to you on the internet. That's not what I'm talking about. But like, for example, if you do go shopping and get clothes, my brain instantly goes, ooh, this could be a haul. It's a great opportunity when you do get stuff that's new, or when something happens that you know could be a great video. Go directly from your life and take what's happening and turn it into content instead of trying to create something from total scratch. The whole point of being a content creator, right, is that you are kind of like documenting your life and utilizing your life to create your content. So I think content feels a lot more authentic and exciting when you are pulling things that are actually happening in your life in real time, rather than just creating content in a vacuum. So I wanted to take advantage of the fact that I had gone clothes shopping by making this outfits haul, and I know that for me, fashion content tends to do pretty well. Bathroom organization and apartment essentials haul. This is another great example of me deciding I want to organize my bathroom, me thinking, wow, people tend to really like organizing and cleaning type of videos, and my apartment videos tend to do really well, so maybe I should turn this into a video. And also, it's a chance for me to take advantage of the fact that I do have this small studio apartment in LA, which is a very searchable, appealing term to people that aren't subscribed to me, which can help to bring in a new audience. Then we have this video, obviously, another no playlist video, which has kind of put up a flag in my brain that I do want to make a content creation playlist eventually. And then last but not least, we have the October monthly reset video. So it's not ideal that the two reset videos are so close together and being uploaded in the same month, but I want to get in the habit of uploading the reset videos a little bit before the end of the month, because I think they'll do a lot better if people are able to watch it before the first day of the next month. Okay, so that is officially it for my Notion content planning process. Now we're going to talk really quickly about optimization. So I'm going to grab my phone and show you guys the app that I use to do all my keyword research, how I do it, etc. Okay, so the app that I use to do all my keyword research is called TubeBuddy. It is always linked in the description of all my videos if you want to try it out for yourself. There is a free version as well as like different paid versions, but honestly the free version is really good. So this is the part of TubeBuddy that I use. It's called the Tag Explorer. So basically what you do is you enter in any phrase, any keyword that you're considering using, and it will give you a rating for how good of a keyword it is. So for example, let's say that I wanted to make an October monthly reset. I would search up October monthly reset in the keyword Explorer. Okay, and this is the rating that it's giving me. So the search volume is 42, which is average. The competition is low, 46, which gives it an overall score of 62. That's a decent score. I would probably use that keyword. Some other keywords that I would probably try is just monthly reset. This is why I said that monthly resets are great videos to make, because the search volume is literally 100. People are searching for this a ton. The competition is super high, which is not ideal, but like I said, I've seen small creators have success making monthly resets, so that's not the biggest deal in the world. And even though the overall score is bad, in my opinion, the high search volume kind of outweighs that. So let's just try some other keywords just out of curiosity that I would maybe use in this video. So like budgeting. Obviously budgeting is kind of a vague keyword, but it has a super high search volume, which we love to see. Let's try budget with me. Ooh, budget with me is actually a shitty ass keyword. Has a super low search volume and high competition, so that's probably not the best choice. Budgeting is definitely better. Let's try monthly goals. Oof, monthly goals is actually pretty bad as well. Low search volume, high competition. So instead of monthly goals, I might use goal setting. Yeah, goal setting is a way better keyword. 100 search volume, 84 competition, which is pretty high, but the overall rating is not bad. So you guys kind of get the gist. Basically, I would type in a bunch of keywords, just kind of things that are related to the video that I think might be a decent keyword. Generally, you want to make them a little bit more on the specific side, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are kind of searching for like general vague keywords, so that can be good too. You just want to kind of do trial and error and put in as many keywords as you can fit naturally into your title, description, and tags. Tags don't matter so much anymore. I'm pretty sure YouTube came out and said that like tags don't really matter, but I still like to do them just to be on the safe side, I guess. Something that's super important is that you are not just shoving a bunch of keywords into your title and description. You want everything to feel natural. At the end of the day, it is humans that are going to be reading your title especially. So you don't want to just stuff it full of keywords and make it really unappealing and uninteresting to read. Focus first on how you can actually pull people in, and then add as many keywords as you can while still keeping things engaging and natural. This is also something that's really good for when you are brainstorming content ideas, when you're kind of lost on content and maybe you want to focus more on making searchable content or making content that's actually going to pull in a new audience. This is a great place to go to just kind of like test out different ideas before you even decide what video you're going to make, kind of see what's popular, see what could be a good video for you, maybe scroll through your YouTube recommended, and if you see a video that you feel like could be a concept you could adapt, you know, maybe test it out in the keyword research tool, see if it's actually a good one to make. This is something that I was a lot better about doing at the beginning of my channel. Now I feel like I'm more focused on making content that I like and that I want to make rather than making content that's going to perform extremely well. But every once in a while, if I do really want to make sure that a video has a good chance of being picked up or ranking in search or whatever, I will use the keyword research before even coming up with the video idea so that I know that I'm creating a searchable good video before I even start work on it, rather than just using it after the fact to find the best keywords for a video I've already made, if that makes sense. I think both strategies work well. It just kind of depends on whether you want to base your idea around what's gonna do well in search, or you wanna take an idea you already have and make it do as good in search as you can. So it just kind of depends on the idea, on the video, but I do think it's a good strategy to use this even before you come up with your content ideas, to test out different ideas and see what could perform for you. Especially when your channel is super, super small at the beginning and no one's subscribed to you and no one's gonna see your videos unless they rank in search. Start with TubeBuddy and base your content around what will perform. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you got some value from it. If nothing else, I hope you enjoyed the productive, chill vibes of this video. I know I do have some creators following me, so if you are one of those lovely humans, I would love to hear about kind of your brainstorming and content process down in the comments, because I just find that super interesting. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're